Okay, it's time to try and bring together now everything you've learned in this spreadsheet course. This video will be for you to watch at home, and it'll be placed on Edmodo, and then I want you to have a go at replicating what I do and try and learn all the different formulas and practice those that we've learned before we start on your controlled assessment. So we've seen the spreadsheet before in the first tutorial. It's about profit on sales of school uniform. And so let's have a look at what we've got in the section. There are no formulas or anything yet. Discounts we're going to look at using if statements, so we're going to leave that till the end. Let's have a look at some of the more simpler stuff that we did in earlier tutorials. So we've got some items down here, and I can already see I've got a typo there. Okay, so I'm going to change that. And we've got all these items of school clothing, and what we're saying is the company that sell these buy one pair of trousers £4.49 and sell them for £6.49. Okay, they've ordered 250 of every single one, okay, into their stock room, and so far they sold 150. So all these over here now we're going to be using for some formulas. So first thing is the profit per item. Again, there's little hints up in here if you're stuck on those, but profit per item is how much money do we make when we sell one of these. So if I'm buying for £4.49 and I'm selling for £6.49, I'm making £2. So we need to do simple subtraction formula. So equals the sale price, take away the cost price. Always make sure you put the sale price first. Otherwise, if you put the cost price first, you'd have -2. And we can drag that down here, speed it up. Okay, so we've got, most of them are £1 each, and there's a few different ones. So total profit is the profit per item times the quantity sold. So we've sold 150 of these at £2. So pretty straightforward maths, hopefully for you. We're going to multiply those two together. So we're going to go equals the quantity sold times, remember, is the asterisk key, and the profit, and push enter, and we've got that there. Again, you can go to the corner and drag down. Okay, so pretty straightforward, and you would have done this before in previous tutorials. Now the amount left in stock, okay, is we've bought 250 of each of these, and we've sold 150. So we know that's 100. Don't type it in there, we need to use formulas, okay? Never be tempted to type the answer in. You're not going to get marks doing it that way. So let's try that. Equals that, take away that. It's going to say 100. Hopefully, push enter, and it does. Okay, hopefully now some of you, when you see me do this drag down, are going to say, that's not going to work, sir. And it's not. And if you remember why, it's because of the way we've cell referenced it. We've used a relative cell reference, so when we drag down, 250 is moved to here, then there, and so we've got the hashtag value. We need to use absolute cell references. So again, to see, the first one there was B3 take away D6, which we wrote, which was correct. But when we drag down, the next one is saying B4 take away D7. B4 is empty. We need to stay here. We need this cell to be absolute. So when we write the first one, to make that cell absolute, if you can remember, we pop a $sign in front of the letter and a $sign in front of the number in here. So we've got B3 minus D6. It's going to do the same. It's going to be 100. But now when I drag down, there we go. That looks about right. Yeah, 250. Quick check, perhaps on the last one. 250 take away 210 gives us 40 there. So that's working okay now. Okay, so that we've done before. Now we're going to bring in some if statements. We want to look at the amount left in stock and say whether we think it's okay or it's low, or words to that effect. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to say that anything over 50 is okay. There's enough of it there. Anything over 50. So that is the if statement, because we're doing a logical test. We're comparing a value to see if it's over something. So I'm going to write it. I'll not use the function, but you can do that if you want to. Equals if So we were going to do over 50. What over 50 were we looking for? Well, we're looking for the amount left in stock. So it's that cell over 50. So if the value for that is true, if the stock is over 50, the answer is yes, it's okay. So we can write a message. So stock is okay. Notice the speech marks. And then we do the value if false. Well, if the stock isn't okay, it's going to be low. Stock is low. Remember in the speech marks. Okay, you can see the formula going up in here as well. Push enter. Stock's okay. It is okay. It's 100. So if I drag down, hopefully the ones that are below 50, here we go, 5, 30, 40 below 50. We can test this, says stock is okay, so if we make some more sold, so if we sell, I don't know, another 80, so the 230 have sold, should update to 20, stock is now low. Okay, so there's the if statement in there. What I'm going to do now, just to tidy this up, and you could do the same, is I'm just going to put some borders on this just to separate things out. So I'm highlighting that, going up into the menus up in here, the border on that. I'm going to pop a little border on that, and on these ones here, just to make life a little bit easier for me. Okay, oh, I've put on the wrong one there, so I'm going to go through my computers, do undo, quickest way to do it, and pop it back on there again. So all we're left with now is working out the total profit, a discount, and a total after discount if it applies. So the total profit so far, straightforward, is all of these added up. So which function do we use? Hopefully you've got this now. Adding up function is the sum function up in here. Okay, so you can click on that. Make sure, again, like in lots of other tutorials, that we highlight the right ones, and we push enter. Okay, to get that to go in there. Okay, written it in there for me, hasn't given me the equal sign, so I'm just going to pop the equal sign in there. Shouldn't have done, don't know why I did that. So £1,880 is our total profit. Now I'm going to program a discount. Okay, so this system is either going to say we've got a discount voucher or we haven't. Okay, so in here, where when this company making this order to buy all these things in, okay, I want to see if they're going to place a discount on it. We're going to put yes. In there they have a discount and the amount that we do. Okay, so I'm going to give them a 10% discount. You write 10%, make sure that up in here it does go to percentage. Okay, let's go to percentage. So this person, this order is deserving of a discount. So we're going to place an if formula in here to work out 10% of that. All right, so this is where it gets a bit more tricky to understand. So writing the function formula here, I'm going to use the builder this time. Remember, on Windows PC it might be different. You can search for if it's not in your most recently used or there. So the only reason this person's going to get a discount is if they have a voucher up in here, yes or no. So we're looking in here to see if they deserve a discount. So let's tell the computer to do that. If B2 equals, note this, okay, I'm using speech marks because it's text in there, not numbers. And at the moment, you can see the logical test at the moment is saying it's true. Yeah, it is true. B1 equals Y because I've got a Y written in there. So if the value of that is true, they deserve 10% off that amount there. Okay, so you write value is true, that cell times that cell. In Excel, multiplying anything by a percentage will work it out for you. So that will work out 10%. You see here, 188, 10% of that. Well, if it's false, if the answer to the logical test is false, they've got no discount. There's going to be an N in there. So they don't get anything, so they get 0. So let's push the tick here. 188. That's not currency, so I'm going to go up in here and make that so it's got pound sign on it, so it looks okay. So let's test up in here. So let's say no. Now they don't get the discount now, and yes. And the fact that we used a cell for the discount amount, because different vouchers might be worth different amounts, they could have, let's say, a 25% off voucher. And there you go. And look at it quickly, it will recalculate that for you. So total after discount is that minus their discount, so equals that, take away that, and we have our final number there. Last thing I'm going to do is, I like titles on my spreadsheet, so I'm going to merge and center, big title there, and school uniform supply order in here, and I'm going to pop some borders around that and shade it as well, just a little shading in there. Okay, so there you have it. Lots of complicated stuff in there, lots of advanced features, advanced if formulas, using them in here, using them here, and also using absolute cell references there. If you can master this and you've got a good understanding of this when you practice it, you're going to do really well in your controlled assessment.